button so that you can change that. And we go to mix up our patterns a little bit to sit slightly differently or with the other leg in front to balance things out. Even if you just do that once a week, just mix it up if you can. And remember to please sit in a way that supports your happiness. Maybe it's elevated, maybe your legs are doing something different, and that's all fine. Let's just take a few moments of quietness to settle. Although first, a little attending the body. So we're bringing peace into our bodies first with some awareness, make sure everything's okay. A little gentle support in your low belly for your spine. And your spine also will register ease when you spread your hands and rest them on your legs so that your shoulders are relaxed. Work with your own proportions about where your hands exactly are so that it feels easy and comfortable to sit. Relax your eyes and your face. Soften your forehead and your eye sockets. And while you're in the vicinity, notice your nose and the air. And just relax and breathe for a few moments, transitioning from a state of doing things to a state of being. We can use the senses as tools to help us be in the moment. Sound of breath, sound of life. Touch of air, your own touch of your hands. Feel the air touch your nose. Bring you right into the moment. Open up your eyes and bring up your arms with your thumbs up for 10 breaths of fire. Definitely trying to awaken our energy early in the day. So shoulders are down. Lift your heart a little bit and breathe in and out steadily without pausing. You can do this slowly. Usually I start slow, go a little faster. Just 10 breaths. Slow breath to finish. Release your hands down to your heart center and lift your elbows, resting into the heart. Inhale deeply. Keep exhaling a long time. Let it go. Relax your elbows in. Bring down your forehead towards your fingertips. Stretch your neck with your shoulders down. Bring your heart closer to your brain. Brain closer to heart. If there's anything you'd like to specifically honor or intend, may everyone in the world find freedom and peace. Complete a thought and an exhale. And then lift up your head, realizing that thoughts are impermanent forms, just like our yoga poses, that we can just let them be and let them go. Tall and relaxed. Let's take the legs over to the right side, both legs over. So we do this stacking legs twist. So think about your foundation here of legs and feet, and your pelvis is more free to move than when we sit with crossed legs. So we're going to head over to the left side using the arms for support, and just gently explore a twist. Looking back as well. Relax what you can. There's a gentle steadiness to the breathing. Let yourself be aware. Your logical brain is taking care of your body, keeping your breath steady, keeping your eyes steady. One more exhale. Just remembering this one for later. I might come back to it later in practice. Changing sides. Work yourself over. It's fine to still sit on a support. Find an easy stack of the legs. They might intersect somewhere. Use your arms as you twist. Just have this curiosity. We don't do this one as often as the other ones I often lead. It's one of the sage twists. Look back, breathe deeply 5 times. Making peace with any imbalances in your body. We just work with the body where it is. And one more deep breath. And relax your twist, releasing your spine. Make your way up to your feet. Take a little time for the process. It's fine to pause. You can physically take care of your feet while you're down there if you want to try that. Lift and spread your toes. Just a little loving touch and awareness. So really intelligent feet, open feet. It's sometimes we have challenges with our feet, but yoga ultimately is pretty good for them. So gratitude for our foundation. Close your eyes as you stand, letting your shoulders relax, and gently swing your arms a little bit in a way that you enjoy. Not tweaking your knees or anything, just let your spine and arms have a little freedom. Just creating good feelings in your body with the practice. Let that lift the corners of your mouth and bring a sense of peace into this moment. Creating peace in the breath and the body, so the mind can find some peace as well. And then when you breathe out next time, rest your hands into the sides of your body and just gently observe where your fingers touch. Feel your own proportions. Feel the firmness of your legs that we use for our standing practice. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Arms up in front, inhale. A little more inhale, side. A little more inhale, up. Exhale. Breath of joy. Inhale, front, side, up. Exhale. Bend your knees, forward fold. One more like that. Breath of joy. Big inhale. Stretch. Inhale more. And an exhale is also big. Following the big inhale. Exhale, release. While you're down here, spread your hands and bend your knees. So you can bring your hands down. Take your legs back one at a time. Plank pose, Palakasana. Do you need to refine your hands? Do you need to bring down your knees? 5, 4. Get down to some business. Again, a little stronger. 3. But in a peaceful way. And we're just one more breath. That's all. A little soft in your elbows, firm in the whole body. Then bring down your knees. Keep your toes tucked. Downward dog on the knees. Quarter dog. Hips back, head down. So with the spreading hands, there's a spaciousness under the arms, under the chest. You can always refine something if it's not quite right. Otherwise, try to hold steady. Just breathe deeply one more time. Maybe lengthen your spine on that last exhale. Reach your tailbone towards your feet. Inhale, come up to cow spine, releasing the feet. Tabletop heart forward, nose gaze. Inhale. Exhale. Cat spine, tuck tail and head. Inhale slowly. Exhale slowly. Come to neutral, look back at your right foot. Breathe deeply in. Breathe deeply out. Just the right amount in each pose for your body. Slow release and look back at your left foot. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. When that's complete, center up and come to upward dog. So I'm gonna walk my arms out to make enough space for my legs and spine to stretch the front while I keep myself lifted out of the shoulders. You adjust where your knees are as necessary. Add a little tail tuck energy. So you protect yourself in the low back with that. Gaze towards your nose. Take one more breath. Tabletop, and then downward dog. So we use the hands most when we're coming up. Once we're here, it can be nice just to pick up and reset each hand so that they're open and relaxed, just grounded. The heel of the hand is where the pressing is. That energy goes up the arm to the shoulder, and then up the spine to the tail and the sacrum, and then down the legs into the feet, heels reaching. Rich, deep breathing. Creating enough sound. If you ever wanted to play some gentle music in the background or some nature sounds, that's also fine. You can make this ocean sound with your own breath. If you like thinking about the ocean and connecting with nature in that way. Exhale. One more breath out. Bend your knees, look forward, and straighten your legs. Step or hop towards your hands. Fold forward, exhale. Be mindful of your patterns. Try to create positive ones. So here we create this learning to stand with our legs and an extended spine. Reach up to the sky. Take another breath in. Exhale, bring your arms back into the sides. We rotate the shoulders, bring the arms in down. Feel that energy. Float your right knee up. You can keep your toes on the floor, or you can come up with your knee. Also float up your elbows, bend your elbows, and twist towards the lifted knee side. Breathe as much of the twist as it feels good. Concentrate deeply. One more breath. And try to control your release and come out. Other side, just practicing. So those toes can stay down or refer down as needed. You still have the energy of the lift in the leg. You have to be in the present moment for this. And it can be a beautiful thing. Just try to have a little playful expression. One more breath. Dancing Shiva. And release when you're complete with that side. Weave your fingers together, press up towards the sky. Breathe in. Breathe out, release your hands behind your back. Interlace once again and draw down. Right ear towards the right shoulder. Deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Chin towards the chest. Deep breath. So you draw down on your arms as much as it feels good. A little squeezing together the shoulder blades. Exhale finishes. Left ear, left shoulder. Make this your pose just right for you. Gently releasing tension in the body when you find it. Breathing into it, acknowledging it. Coming back to center, you may go through the chin to chest and then come to center again. And forward fold with your arms behind your back. You can keep them right on your body. Knees bend as needed. If it feels good to your shoulders to bring your arms away, your palms don't have to stay together. Just keep your fingers together in this work. And the arms can just hang towards the head. You can rock gently in your feet today if it feels enjoyable. A little rock calms the nervous system. Fourth breath, let's hold still on the last breath. Not doing too much of anything, not forcing anything. Carefully standing back up, release your arms to your body, use your legs, press the feet, release. And let your arms float out to the sides. Sweep your arms wide up to the sky. Gaze up, reach up, lift your whole rib cage. Forward fold, slow process. Down the center, release your hands where they touch and bow in. Let your legs straighten as they will. Half Uttanasana, lifting to half lift pose, extending the spine. Breathe in. Breathe out, taking just the right leg back. For a high lunge, so front knee over the ankle. Framing that foot and then opening out to a twist. 3, 4 limbs working together. One more breath in. Letting the exhale energy release the twist. Bring down your back knee and take the leg back. Upward facing dog. Take your time. Like you're getting yourself out of the swimming pool, that strong straight arm press of upward dog. Maybe lift your knees this time. Remember your tail tuck. Knees down, table, downward dog, or knees down if you want. 4. Exhale, 3. Exhale, 2. Slow, deep breathing. Shake your head yes and no to release any holding. And then be still. Breathe out one more time. Use your uplift in your belly to help your right foot step forward for the second side. You may assist your leg as well. Adding your twist when you're ready. Open it up. Try to let your thumbs stop working too hard. Once you get into the shape, the thumbs can often relax. Breathing in deeply. Let the exhale unwind you. Stepping forward into half Uttanasana. Exhaling Uttanasana. Forward fold. Standing up, rise. You can let your arms express themselves. Or I just did that. Lift the front whole body, but lift the back body too. And then bring it on down. Settle into your heart. Roll your thumbs back and down to take your shoulders into internal rotation and bring your knuckles together or your fingertips. Work your hands up your back to any degree. Take your right leg straight back. Breathe in. Breathe out slowly. Fold forward. Feel how strong your legs are as you come forward and down, keeping a lifted heart. Letting your head go towards your shin. Not forcing in the shoulders here. Work right where you need to be. One more breath. Use inhale energy in both of your legs. Rise up. Release down your hands. Sweep them up and add your front knee bend of warrior A. So create some more space between your feet. Low in the hips, arms up, shoulders down. And just like when we reach the arms overhead, other times, keep your back ribs lifting as much as the front. 3, 4, 5, release hands down, open out to side for warrior B, even more space between the feet, possibly low in your hips. Turn your face to your front hand. Meditate on your hips for a moment, your pelvis, feel that strength and openness. Exhale, reverse warrior. Straighten your front leg as you take the arms up and back. You may connect arms if you would like, and then bring your knee back over your ankle. 5 breaths with the downward gaze. When we go into extension, we take the eyes in an opposite direction to keep space in the neck. And exhale. One more, lean and reach, Utthita Parsvakonasana, extended side angle pose. Optional, wrap it up. This is for you, Jenny. Keep your neck long. Only do the bind if it's fun. It's fine if you don't catch, you can still play with the binding. And come up and out to wide parallel feet. Come to forward fold slowly and just let yourself diffuse from all those strong poses. Quiet. Find that hollowing energy in the low belly. And let your bones in your spine find space. Turning gravity on its head. One more exhale. Relax. Come out slowly. And enjoy the process of coming to the front of your mat. Just try to do it with mindfulness. Feel your steps. Notice how it all works. Second side, flowing through, standing, starting with Parsvottanasana. Arms first, roll them in and come together. Step it back, breathe in. Take a little extra time if you need an extra breath. Forward fold when you're ready. Soften what you can, forehead towards the shin. Elbows gently lifting. Reversing that prayer pose. Let your breath support you. Strong breathing, strong poses. Exhale out. Inhale, strong legs come up. Release your arms, warrior A. So we need more space between the feet to bend out that front knee. Arms up, remember the back ribs as well as the front. So just lift your front ribs for a moment, see what happens. Go into a back bend. Try to just be up with your back ribs up too. 3, 4, use your whole body. And 5, exhale. Open it to B. Back toes turn out. Lower in the hips. Shoulders down, turn your head for 1. Ocean breath, 2. Feel the sensations of life in your body. Perhaps a little heat, that's what we are doing here. Creating some warmth, strength. Meditate upon your pelvis for this last breath, feeling that strength and openness in your hips. Reverse by straightening the front leg. Take the top arm up and back. So we can come to cow face or just reach up with your arm. It feels good. Where do you want to be with it today? Downward eyes. Hold steady in the legs. 2, 1. Utthita Parsvakonasana. Bring your back foot in a notch or 2. Lean and reach to extended side angle pose. Optional to play with the bind. So we do that internal rotation for the bottom arm. Top arm 2. Both arms internally rotate. You can also just prepare Just trying to get to the floor. Four last breath. Inhale up and out to your wide parallel feet. Just feel that work soften and come to your favorite wide fold one more time. You could do the interlace we did earlier or the ankle catching, big toes, waist. 5 breaths. Last one. Inhale up. Mindful journey back to the top section of your mat. Just thinking of something. Oh, eagle pose, guarded asana. So we do this Utkatasana. Let's do Utkatasana 5 breaths. Hips low, press your palms, lift your toes. Pulse hips up and down a little bit, slowly. Toes down, hips down, exhale. Inhale, press and stand. When you're going through life, when you're picking something up off the floor, use your legs, use your squats. So cross your right leg over your left. Arms up, shoulders down, side bend. Let your eyes go to a steady spot on the floor out in front of you. And try to detach from what you're looking at and just let your eyes be a little soft. Just see shape and form. You don't have to name it. Release your arms down. Then take your legs into eagle by squatting. So you might have to change that crossover a bit. Maybe lift your foot. Right elbow under the left, wrap up the arms. Everything hugs towards the midline. Gently lifting elbows. 3, 4, 5. Open out to star. Just go into an opposite shape of easy, wide open. And the second side, the crossover side bend. For 1. Gentle with your wrist and thumb. The root of your thumb, this joint, take good care of it. Trust me. I don't know everything, but I know something about that. 1 more exhale. I'm always learning, bring down the arms. That's part of what is so important about practice for me is this endless education. Guarded asana, second side. Eagle pose, Garuda's pose. Lift elbows, steady eyes, low in the hips. Two more breaths. You got this. Present with this, and then let it be, let it go. Step it out for star. Easy reaching. Shoulders let gravity hold them down. Don't overly reach here. Soft. Open. 1 more breath. And down to your heart center. Pausing in mountain pose for a moment, just a little reflection on our halfway point. Settling the mind. We're centering physically. the heart center, also the low belly and the pelvic floor, that awareness in the pelvis, so that we feel really strong and grounded in our low chakras, connected to the earth. Exhale one more time. Moving towards earth, arms reach, breathe in. Breathe out to forward fold. You can separate your legs here, just step them out if you need to. Halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, go back with both legs. And lower to your belly. Bring down your knees. Let's do a couple dips on the way. So dip, hug your elbows in, spread your hands, feet do whatever. 4, 5. Release back to child's pose for a moment. Just pause in the belly. Drape your arms. Just get my blanket, stay in Balasana. And exhale one more time. Come up to your knees, and for revolving what's it called? Threading the needle pose. If you need some cushioning or some support for your shoulders, you can try using a blanket under your upper body if you would like, optional. So feet together and grounded. Take your left arm through, palm up, come down carefully to the side of your head. Use your other hand, your right hand, to roll towards the back of your skull a little bit and hold steady. With big toes touching, navel gently towards the spine. Just let this feel good in your body today. You can keep rolling towards the back of your skull if it feels good. Breathe to release some tension. 4, just one more. Brand new perspective. And then carefully come back to your skull above your ear. Taking your right leg straight up and back. Of course, I made it so I have no room for my leg. So I'm going to come in this pose again. So we're just doing a little balance challenge here. Just use everything, use all the rest of your limbs. Squeeze that lifting leg. 3, 4, and 5. Carefully come down with your leg and open up. Other side, threading needle pose, tabletop, right palm up coming through. So your left arm does so much control of this pose. Let your big toes come together, Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. Press your left hand, roll towards the back of your skull to any degree. 5 breaths there. Breathe into tension. Last one. Slowly exhale. Come to your skull above your ear again. So just release that going towards the back. And if you can, lift your left leg up and straight back. Side headstand arm balance. 4 and 5. Release carefully. And now coming to your belly. You can go through the chaturanga if you like. And I was looking at practicing chaturanga on the floor. So this means 4 limb soft pose. Chaturanga is 4. So we find those open hands, bring them by the chest, hug the elbows in. So just think about pressing yourself off the floor, tuck under your toes as well, and take 5 breaths. Just be active here. Hug the arms in, press like you're holding your body weight. Long through the neck. 3, 4, So you should feel some work with this. And 5, then relax and release. Untuck your toes. Play with cobra pose, exploring it, hands in. That same position, gently lift your chest, very smallest amount. Sense of lengthening the front line of the body. Legs together and active. Feet together and active. One more breath. Relax, come down. For the second one, come up a little bit more. Doesn't have to be huge, we'll do a 3. So this is medium. So you might feel some back muscles working more. Stay away from pain. You might feel some squeezing in your glutes to help support. And last breath. Exhale, relax, release. Turn your head to the right. Let your heels fall out to the sides. And then turning your head to the left, take another soft breath. And then reactivate your legs. Feet together, legs together, down. Cobra pose, one more time. So you can move your hands closer to your waist or not. Lift up a little higher. Make sure your shoulders are down into your ribs. Trying to explore carefully your own deeper cobra. And come down slowly. Relax, release. Take the right leg on the floor up alongside you. Have your tongue over. Come into half frog pose. We're having some chill time now on the belly. So your legs on the floor alongside of you. And you can curl over towards that as well. So you're just on your belly. Rounding the front body. Let your back muscles relax. Just one more breath on this side. Sa. And over to the other side, half frog. Get a long hold, just a nice 5 breaths of soft belly. Breathing. Back muscle relaxing. If this one feels good in your body, you can do it for 15 minutes. It really relieves the low back especially. You don't have to have any special equipment or any sort of warm up. Maybe return to that idea that you can create a sense of peace and maybe some joy in your body. Just let yourself notice. Breathe one more time. And you bring your leg down straight. And move through upward dog, downward dog to child's pose. So see if you can bring yourself up to plank pose from your belly. Into upward facing dog. Breathe in, gaze down. Downward facing dog. Take 5 breaths. Last one. Exhale. And bring down your knees. Now for our low lunge sequence. Possibly just eyeing this blanket so you have total comfort for your knees. You're kneeling on something soft. Remember, you can just fold your mat so that you have an extra layer. If you don't need anything, you don't have to. Take your right leg back and keep it on. So the right knee's on the floor and bring the left leg up into low lunge. Sorry if that was a little awkward. Palms press, twist. Want to hook your elbow, you may. 3, 4, and 5. Return to center. Take left arm on left knee and this lateral reach to the corner behind you. Gather your fingers. Try to create steadiness in your legs. So this reveals hip instability. And exhale again. Release. Bend your back knee, bringing your foot towards your buttock. If it's too much, it can be optional. One more deep breath. And release down your foot. Bring your hands to your sacrum and bring your knee out towards your toes, coming into Anjaneyasana with a little back bend. Heart lift, gaze down. Press your pelvis forward, lift your whole rib cage. 4. Feel the warmth of your hands on your sacrum. Last breath. Press that leg straight and release your spine and arms. Coming to counter pose, Hanuman's pose. Mother and son, take that leg out straight, draw back your toes. If you would like to try to straighten your other leg back, using the support of your arms, you may. Or just take a front leg and bow forward. 5 breaths there, and we'll add a variation. Be where you are. And bring down your back knee if you have lifted it. Reaching across to the outside of your front leg. Bowing down. Soften everything you can. And 5th breath, just the right amount. Release. 2nd 5 for those. Now the left knee on the cushion and the right leg forward, finding your low lunge shape. Relax your arms. Palms press. Feel that centering quality of the brain. Come down to twist for 5 breaths. Starting white and then adding the elbow hook if it feels good. 2nd breath. Resist that elbow with the leg. 3, 4, and 5. Return to center, taking the right arm on the right leg. And other side, this lateral, look back. Other fingers, balance. Curious about where you observe things in your body. 4th breath. And exhale, relax and release back to center. Bend your back knee, foot towards your glute to any degree. We're almost done. One last breath, just the right amount of this, possibly pretty strong sensations. But we all are in our own bodies. Exhale, release. And the last one is the back bend. Hands to sacrum. Bring your knee forward to your own comfort. Press your pelvis forward with your hands. Lifting your heart, gazing down. For 5, 4. Feeling open across your front shoulders and chest. 2, ground your feet. Last breath. Really exhale in. Press your front foot, then come out. Hanuman's pose, come to your front heel. If you'd like to explore taking your other leg back, you may or not. 5 breaths. Five, bring down your back knee if you've been in the 2-leg version. Do the same thing on the other side. Bring in that leg so that I can bow to half Hanuman and add the lateral. Reach across. Find a sweet spot. Breathe into it. Exhale one more time. A little squeeze with your hands. Say thank you. Say goodbye. Come on out and come back to your kneeling on it with the left knee and taking the right leg out to Parigasana. This is a new move. So we have the gate pose foundation. Coming to our tabletop with the upper body. You're going to slowly bring our hips back towards our foot behind us. Slowly go back. And slowly come out. 5 times. Just exploring. Keep your toes forward on your right leg out to the side. Go back to any degree. Come slowly out. 2. Feeling free to make refinements in your own body as far as where your hands are. Just supporting that work of going back. 4th once. Sinking back. Coming out with slowness. And last time, see if you can find a little bit further to go into that down and back. Come out slow. And the other side, change the legs. Toes forward on the left foot. Tabletop, sink back towards your right foot with your hips. Straight back. 2. 3. Keep breathing. 4. And 5. So a slow flowing pose. Coming out. And coming through to sit down. Pausing for a moment just to take all that in. And whichever foot is closest to you, come bring it in for Janishirsasana, coming out and down. One more breath. You can grow just a little bit on that left cross exhale. And come back in, bringing your foot in so it's closer to you than the other one. And change sides, take it out. Head to knee pose. Calm energy for the brain. And one more exhalation. Inhale, coming up. And coming to your back for a few finishing things and rest. So keep your blanket at hand if you'd like to use it, and come to bridge on your back. And you can just do a little exploration and see how those hip flexors feel as you come up into bridge. Do you usually feel any sensation across the front of your hips? Just see if there's a little more freedom in your hips as you come up to bridge today, holding for 5 breaths in a sweet spot. Finding a gentle uplift that is not too effortful. Use all of your limbs. Inhale for 4. And 5. Remember, the chest comes towards the chin, not the other way around. The breath brings the chest closer and releases it away. And then come on down. Figure 4, take your left leg and cross it over the right. You may bring in your knees towards your chest if you like, or keep your feet on the floor. So totally customize this. Have your legs bright, your feet active so that protects your knees. And once you're in the shape, then you can relax out of it. Let's say for 8 breaths on each side. Making sure your neck is long, so you can pop your blanket underneath your skull if you need it. If you wanted to curl in, you could do that. 5. And 8. Relax, release. Turn out your toes, side to side a few times. Finding some nice freedom in your hips and low back through the yoga practice. Second side, figure 4. Right. That top leg especially, bring it in to any degree. Curl in if you want to. If it becomes too much of a strain anywhere, just come on down. 5, 6, and 8. Slowly release. Back to the windshield wipers. Turn out toes side to side a few times. So the hips go through their internal, external rotations. Some of these moves are really easy to do anytime if they feel good in your body. And then relax to center, release. Continuing to turn gravity on its head with a little upside down action to finish as part of our finishing. Snail pose is a yin pose. It's this knees squeezing the side of the head kind of thing. So what we can do is start with happy baby pose. And that way, if you want to stay like this with just a little lift of the hips, so that brings the legs upside down, happy baby. Check in there. If it feels okay to you, to your neck, to continue, just keep your head centered as we do in all these shapes. And just try to bring your knees over towards the floor. Your arms can support wherever they feel good, wherever you need them. Holding for 1 minute. You can keep refining. You can come out if you need to. Keep breathing. Work in a place where you can still breathe. And begin the process of letting go slowly. Use your arms. Carefully release. So we resist coming down. And then coming to a long stretched out body on the earth. Reach through your arms and your feet. Relax, release to center. One more lying twist, yin style. Just take a side with one or both legs. Turn the other way, keep it soft. And let's let this begin our Shavasana. So if you're going to support under your head for Shavasana, you could go ahead and face that. So a soft reclining twist. These yin poses for the seasonal, the late summer, the heart and lungs, and the intestines. A lot of front lines, the heart line, the center of the chest and the arms. Totally soft. Take another breath. Invite yourself to change sides in a soft Shavasana kind of way where you just don't disturb yourself that much. Just really carefully come to center. And when you feel ready, find that easy, not too much, not too deep or structured, just knees one way, heart and head the other way, open across the heart. This week we've been thinking about our pericardium, sac around the heart. See if you can sense that. Its energy line goes down the center of the chest to the navel area, and then across the chest and out both arms and down the arms. And energy lines just feel open. Let your eyes relax. Be patient with yourself. As far as being still, our nature is restlessness. So stillness is hard. It can be. Just say Shavasana as we go to Shavasana. If you need to tuck under your hips a little bit or adjust your shoulder blades, you can. Nice long neck for energy flow. Relax your arms and legs open and be at peace. Even Shavasana is a hip flexor stretch, but we sit down so much, so just let your legs and hips relax in this position, open and free. Totally soft, or your shoulders pulled up off the floor, ask them to soften downward. Awareness might rest into your chest and belly, into your breath, soft and natural. Everything needs it, bone, muscles, and even when it calls the earth its home, the soul. So the merciful, noisy machine stands in our house, working away in its lung-like voice. I hear it as I kneel before the fire, stirring with a stick of iron, letting the logs lie more loosely. You in the upstairs room are in your usual position, leaning on your right shoulder, which aches all day. You are breathing patiently. It is a beautiful sound. It is your life which is so close to my own that I would not know where to drop the knife of separation. And what does this have to do with love except everything? Now the fire rises and offers dozen singing deep red roses of flame. Then it settles to quietude or maybe gratitude, as it feeds as we all do, as we must, upon the invisible gift, our purest, sweetest necessity, the air. First is Mary Oliver, oxygen. Take a deep breath of it and start to stir yourself and make your way back to a seated pose. It's possible that our hip releasing may have freed tension in your front legs. If you'd like to try sitting in little thunderbolt pose, if that does not hurt your knees at all. So we've done a lot of releasing further up that may bring some releasing down towards the knees. Back to your settling. Move your hands to your heart and bow forward, allowing a sense of finishing and gratitude, returning to whatever you might have planted in your heart. Thank you. You have a great day.